And ABC legal contributor Bernarda Villalona is here with more on the case. Hi, Bernarda. What are you listening for in opening statements today?
Well, what I'm listening for is definitely the prosecution laying out this roadmap as to how they expect the evidence is going to be entered, but also what evidence they're using. Yes, we do know about his memoir, but aside from the memoir, I want to know what other statements they're seeking to use. Is it the 2008 proffer? Is the interviews on YouTube? Is it the Vlad interview? Is it any jailhouse calls? Also going to see as to how much evidence they're going to put in terms of his criminal gang activity, because part of this homicide charge is that he is the head honcho of the Crips, and he's the one who orchestrated this homicide as a result of retaliation for what happened hours earlier inside of that MGM Grand Studio lobby in terms of the fight. But more importantly, what I'm looking for is the defense. The defense doesn't have to give an opening statement, but if they do, I want to know, are they going alibi? Are they going that it's all lies? Are they going self-defense? Because at one point in the book, Keefe D does say that he believed that Tupac was about to pull something out or something was happening from inside of that vehicle.
Given how much of this case centers on things that he has said in his own book, do you think that they'll put him on the stand? Do you think he'll choose to testify in his own defense?
I think it's going to be a game time decision. The defense in this case is going to have to wait to see how strong and how credible the evidence that the prosecution puts forth in front of this jury actually comes out. Because also I believe that the defense is going to has secured an expert to testify about false confessions. But I think it's going to be definitely a game time decision as to whether he testifies, because you have a crucial issue that happens. How much of his priors, because he has been convicted, is the judge going to allow in? So does it do more good or more bad to have them testify?
The only known living eyewitness to this shooting is Suge Knight. He's in prison on unrelated charges, but he's told ABC News that both sides should leave him out of it, that it won't be good for anyone who calls him to testify. Do you think either team is considering that?
Well, the defense is considering Suge Knight to come in and testify, and the reason why they want Suge Knight to testify is to try to come in and testify and say, look, he wasn't involved. But the thing is that Suge Knight is a wild card. Because he never gave sworn testimony, you don't have anything to discredit him with if he actually goes the other way, depending on which party actually calls him. So I highly doubt that Suge Knight physically will be inside of the courtroom, but you're definitely going to hear about Suge Knight throughout this trial.
What are you watching for once they do start calling witnesses?
I want to see who's their first witness that they're going to call. I also want to see whether they're going to call retired Detective Greg Kagan, who actually wrote a book about this case and about his theories about actually what happened. Also, he's the one who took this proffer statement and actually reported it. So that's what we have in terms of the prosecution is going to be using against Keefe D. Davis.
All right, Bernarda Villalona, thank you.
Thank you.